on Wood in the box. No questions here?
No, definite penalty. Great call from the referee. Good skill initially from Chris Wood. Just flicking it over Diop there. Then Thomas Soucek comes in to try and make the tackle. It's a bit clumsy. You can see it's a definite penalty. Referee's got himself in a fantastic position. And it was a very bright start to the game. Both sides went for it very early on. And that's a definite penalty. Good call.
Yeah, and that was on the 17th minute mark. And I guess once this had happened, there was no doubt that when Chris Wood stepped up to the mark, that he would score. There's only one place it's going to go, Jolien.
Yeah, man in fine form, high in confidence and great execution. I think Fabianski does get a slight touch, but the power just takes it past him. And as Don touched on there, great skill to get the penalty and create the chance for himself.
Yeah, 4 goals in his last 2 games now. But then came the response that David Moyes spoke about before the match. And it was Mikel Antonio at the forefront of it.
He's been amazing. Ben Rama's probably been the standout player on the pitch, but what I like about this, when you see it, there's good skill all round. Dwight McNeil's trying a little trick to get away from 2 or 3 players. They nick it in the middle of the park with Fornals. I even like the ball from Jesse Lingard. People might say, well, this is a routine pass, but it's not. Because what he's saying to Sofal is he's saying, the weight that's on this ball, I want you to cross it first time. Many kids out there would play that back to Sofal too heavy. But look how many West Ham players got high up the pitch. He said he was going to be aggressive in his lineup, and they've been aggressive on how many bodies they've got at the top end of the pitch. And I talk about the ball from Jesse Lingard. A lot of kids out there watching this, they might wrap this back at Sofal. So then Sofal's then got to take a touch. The weight is saying, put it in the box. Antonio, with his intelligence, is hanging out the back post. He hasn't gone in too early, and he's too strong for Loughton. It's a brilliant team goal, very hard to defend against. There's only one winner there. Yeah,
that ball is undefendable. If a defender gets a touch on it, it could end up as an own goal anyway. So, Don said there, the touchback from Jesse Lingard is so vital to that goal, and the set and the cross was just there to head in. And it's similar for the second goal. Obviously, they get into wide areas, and it looks like they've obviously worked on creating these opportunities. It's not something you would assume Burnley would have trouble defending. It crosses, but again, great execution with the cross, and it could be going in, to be fair, if no one does get a touch, but for whatever reason. Could the centre-backs have done any better here, though? Yeah, I think Tarkowski's got to look at himself and see at no point is he in touching distance of Antonio. So, again, what does he expect to do? If you can't get there yourself, I was always told and taught as a defender, your striker doesn't score. And that hasn't been the case for Antonio. He's got on the end of 2 great crosses, and Tarkowski's nowhere to be seen. I highlighted Chris Wood there because he knew they were going to be in trouble. So as a centre-forward, he tried to sprint back into that position because he knew his defenders are going to be banging trouble. Brilliant ball in, but the finish is brilliant. It just needs like a feather-light touch. Just let it sort of stroke the instep and guide it into the top corner. And Jolien, you noticed something actually from the reverse fixture in January. Yeah, again, I remember the occasion when they played each other in January, and a similar instance. He was a bit fortunate in terms of Ben Mee getting a touch to go past Tarkowski. But again, here, he's pulled off the back of him, and I touched on it in the game earlier that as soon as a striker is able to see your number, you're not in control of the situation. Wherever he wants to go in front of you, you only then see him when he gets in front of you, and if he pulls off you, you're unaware. So, again, he needs to adjust his body position and make himself more open. OK, well, it's